Battery low.
I forgot to charge that. Nice. Let's play it out the phone. So this might be loud for a second. Welcome in anyone who's joining. Let's put one of these pieces up here. I was going to do that earlier, but here I am. Doing it now and messing up my scene. I think you guys will enjoy looking at him, though. If you guys are new, feel free to drop a sub. If you guys are returning, drop a comment. Hey, thank you, MB. I appreciate you. We're only on phase 2 of this guy. We still got a long way to go. We're gonna have so much more darkness down here. We're only part of the way there. Yeah, dude. Definitely best of luck. I'm sure you're gonna kill it. Job market's hard out there right now, so I wish everyone best of luck out there. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Not a bad place. Yeah, so we'll basically be making this whole background back here totally black, kind of give it a fade towards the edge. And then we will kind of go in here and add stuff to the foreground. You're going to see so much more darkness down here and kind of set out the depth a bit more. Right now it's still very shallow because it's just the line work. Does the Beetle have a name? Not yet. The title of the piece is probably going to be Beetle Business because I just think that's funny. He's on Beetle Business, which is destroying the city. But he doesn't have a name yet. I'm excited to see this piece turn up a little more. It's right now, yeah, it looks a little different, but come in a stream or two and it's gonna look totally different. Bobby the Boss Beetle, yeah. Morning, Chrissy. If you guys are dropping in, feel free to drop a like, share it with your friends, subscribe even. I mean, this piece got a long way to go, so if you want to see the final product, it probably would be good to drop a sub, because it ain't gonna be today. I'm trying to do this area first so then I can stop blocking the camera as much, or blocking the scene. If I do this area, then it's done. Kind of give you guys a close-up what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just running around in circles. As you run around in circles, it gets darker and darker, kind of pulls out the darkness. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm not. I always think it looks kind of awkward until we get to the last phase. Once we can get the depth shading, we can get the beetle to pop more. It's gonna look so much cooler. I have like seriously good faith in this piece. I have good feeling about it. Morning, everyone, or afternoon, depending on where you are. I've had visitors in other countries. Welcome in. There's a little bug trying to fly around the camera right now. He sees the beetle and is wondering how he gets that big. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm welcoming all the new faces. I appreciate you guys. Feel free to drop a like. Thank you, I appreciate that. Is it Ishmita? Is that how you say it again? How you doing, Chelsea? Welcome in. See that nice fade kind of going on already? I'll probably darken it a little, but I love doing that fade. It looks so cool. Did I finish my bug from last night? Um, I was on a little bit last. Ishmita. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. I feel like I am, but maybe I'm not. Um, I started a bug stream last night, but it was flopping hardcore, so I just kind of hopped off, and I was only on for like 10 minutes. My workspace was extremely hot too, so I couldn't really focus very well. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I was a little too hot and flustered to figure out my piece last night, so here we are doing it this morning. It's looking a lot cooler. I mean, I might even get the whole background done in a timely manner that I can hop over and do some detail shading for you guys. Because that's going to be multiple streams worth of stuff. Probably at least the next 3 days, 4 days are going to be doing detail shading. I love seeing fellow artists on. I feel that artists are often the best people to support other artists. There's no better supporters for artists than other artists. Okay. Well, be safe. It's a good way to spend it. A good way to spend it. I feel like the music keeps cutting off, but I think it's just a quiet period and I can't hear it. Oh, I really appreciate that. I still feel like a beginner. Like I don't feel. You're good, man. Welcome in all support. Oh, your interviewer's late. That's a great start. Remember, you're interviewing the interviewer too. Don't stand on their watch. If they're doing stuff that's weird, that's a good sign on their company a little. People who make their interviewees wait don't necessarily care about them as much. There's no face vids. All my shorts have my face on it. There's like 100 videos of my face on there. You'll see why I'm called Red. You're 12 and you've been doing it 5 years. I mean, that's really good. It's good you're starting so early. I didn't. I mean, I did art when I was younger. I just didn't really draw. I wish I drew more. I'd have way more art and drawing practice if I drew more as a kid. But to this day, I'm not really much of like I. If I draw, I feel like I waste the drawing if it isn't on a piece of wood. Like if I draw in a notebook and it's like fire, I don't want to have to transfer it over to a piece of wood. So I might as well just sketch on wood. So honestly, I don't really draw very much unless I'm drawing on the wood. It would behoove me to practice a little more. I really appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really proud of this drawing. This is only phase 2, so you gotta stick along too. Wait it out. It's gonna look way cooler, I promise. I'm from the Pacific Northwest, particularly Oregon. Welcome in, Cat Lady. Thank you for that. We're still working on it. He's got a long way to go. We still got some detail shading, make it kind of pop and contrast a little more. I mean, use it responsibly. ChatGPT is a tool, but it can be a tool that has problems. That's what people don't realize about me in my videos about AI, some stuff. I'm not like anti-AI. I'm anti-art AI. Sorry, this song's a little loud. Let me turn it down a notch. Like, AI is a very applicable tool and is something that's never going to go away. Like, it's a train that has started and will never stop. So it's going to be living with AI. I don't hate AI. I hate AI in art. I just don't think it belongs here. Like, art is about effort, and you're basically saying you don't want to put it in. See you later, Darts. J Darts, I hope you have a good day, man. If you guys are new, feel free to drop a like, drop a sub. Appreciate all the new faces. You'll get to see this guy slowly get finished over the next few days. I agree. AI can't replace creativity. Quite literally, it can't. Until AI can actually think for itself and come up with original ideas, it can't. Because AI, from what we know, only pulls from things that you put in it. So it can only go off previous instances of something already existing. That, by definition, is not creative. Well, it's creating, but not creative. Here we are going off about AI again. Feel free to drop any comments, questions, so we don't have to just yap about AI. Oh, there it goes. And then we'll kind of add this like fade in with the smoke. I didn't want the smoke to go all the way up. It looked kind of weird. I tried it. When I make big mistakes, how do I react on my wood burning pieces? I don't know. It's not really that big of a deal. I am not exactly a perfectionist. I like my stuff looking good, but if I make a little ding here and there, like I can go back and fix it. I'm not afraid to make mistakes because with wood burning, you can always do something with it. You can always make it look kind of cool, make it a weird dot, making a weird birthmark on the guy. Like it doesn't, a little mistake doesn't really have to be the end of the piece. There are many pieces that have a little something on it that I'm not a big fan of, but it doesn't ruin the piece to me. Wood burning, you will always make mistakes. You will always make mistakes with wood burning just because of the medium and the way it works. There's going to be somewhere where you go too far and the burn doesn't act like you wanted it to. And so it's a lot of just working with your mistakes. Like even just doing what I'm doing, if I have, because of the curve of the bit, if I get this part too close and I'm not perfectly flat, it'll overburn. And so there's many things that you can do to easily mess it up. Like I'll show you. Um, like at the tip of this, you can see it burned over. That's because my bit was probably angled sideways when it was burning because it burnt to the side as well. It's kind of confusing, but and you can fix that. I'll actually show you how. Um, Best way to fix that kind of stuff is actually just an X-Acto blade. You just kind of lightly scratch it. I call it the toast method, kind of like you're just scratching the burnt stuff off toast. And it lightens it up a lot. Is it going to fix it? No. But it'll lighten it up. Back over here. How's everyone's day going? Yeah, you do have to be careful with pets. I have a bird, and he's in the other room, but he's in a very highly filtered room, and I had to make sure he was because of the hobbies I do. I can't do it in the same room as him. I can't bring too much of my smoke smell in there with him. So yeah, you really do have to be careful, especially with certain animals. Um, yeah, that's really about it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times mistakes are gonna happen. You just got to figure out how to turn a mistake into something else that doesn't look like a mistake. Sorry, drink some coffee. So the background will probably get darker by the time we actually start or actually by the time we start to finish it. So if you at any point looks like the background looks darker after a few streams, that's probably because I went back in off stream and did some stuff. I do occasionally do off stream work. The little thing is all coming undone. Oh well. We are going to swap out bits here and do some detail shading. So we are switching from a flat bit that does a lot of the, you know, good shading to just a ballpoint pen bit. Or a stippling bit, as it's technically called. And now the fun part. This is going to take a while. Many streams ahead of us, but I love doing the detail shading. So we're basically just kind of adding shadows, adding depth slowly but surely to all the nooks and crannies, crevices, areas that kind of would have a little shadow. Yeah, there's a big niche of wood burners on TikTok. There just doesn't seem to be very many of us over here on YouTube right now. So maybe I can help establish that more. I'm honestly one of the bigger TikTokers on TikTok for wood burning too, so I don't know. I do recognize I have very unique style. Because, I mean, a lot of times when you look up wood burning, someone's just going to wood burn it in positive rather than in negative, which usually means I'm just going to draw a flower on the piece of wood, and then it looks kind of boring. There's a lot of shades of brown, there's not much going on, it's just a flower. There's nothing wrong with flowers, but it's just a flower. Or someone just does a horse or a mountain or something like that, and there's just not, I don't know. I don't know. There's no shade on that. It's not my cup of tea. You can see basically as I'm slowly adding this, the beetle already looks like he's sort of popping off more. Just because we're adding these shadows underneath his belly and on all the lines. And we're going to make the street totally dark, so it's going to have a nice contrast. Feel free to share this with your friendly friends or friendly Discord. We're still trying to get out there. You basically have to think like, okay, the shadows, I mean, our light source is coming this way, but it's going to give shadows on its other side. So you don't want a shadow on the inside. You want a shadow on the outside. And so I'm over here just kind of going back and forth until it kind of darkens up where I want it to. And if you do it right, you can make a limb kind of look more 3D. Like before, the limbs were kind of hidden, and you couldn't really tell where the limbs were in this scene. But the more we add this stuff, the more it's gonna pop. Sorry, I don't know if that made sense. Do I ever get art block? Definitely. I've had some times where I didn't really feel like creating. But roughly, I've been able to come up with a piece a week, so. Yeah, wood burning is a bit harder than people think. I'm not gonna pat myself on the back, but it's definitely a skill that's harder than it seems. Like, it's something where people start it and they're like, oh yeah, I can do it. And then you start it and you're like, oh, this is different than I expected. The closest relation I have to other art forms I would have to wood burning is actually tattooing. Tattooing is the closest thing to wood burning. And I say that just because like you can't erase, you can't go back, you can't there's many things that go into the fact that you can't go back now. Yeah, the smell of wood is burning wood is so nice. Well, I like the smell of wood anyways. I'm a bit of a woodsy guy. Hey, thank you, man. We're still working on it. I appreciate getting the compliments when it doesn't even look that cool yet. He's gonna look way cooler in a bit. A couple streams from now. I appreciate it. It's honestly just copyright free, like dark synthwave shit. You gotta be extra careful about music on YouTube. It's one thing I like about TikTok. You can play whatever the hell you want. Hell yeah. I mean, it's kind of my vibe in general, so it makes sense. I'm kind of a big punk. Very big on the punk culture. No, you're good. I appreciate the spam, honestly. If no one's talking, then it does well for the algorithm. Um, do I have a favorite thing to draw? Probably spiders. I like drawing spider legs and stuff is really fun. I like making things into spiders that don't need to be spiders. I don't know if I have any good examples. The only one I have near me is this one, and he's not my favorite, but I do like him. But I just like drawing little blocky spider legs. They're fun. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's not a personal fave. As an artist, you have some of your own artwork that's just like, meh. This one will probably not be that one though, because I'm very much a fan of this guy so far. He probably will sit in my room for a while. I get that. I got pet spiders. I'm a bit of an odd guy. I like my spiders. I would like to get a tarantula. I just don't really have the extra desk space right now. Contrary to popular belief, you do need a decent sized enclosure. Yeah, he's starting to pop a lot more. I get it. I'm not saying I don't get the spider freak, scaredness. I was once upon a time more afraid of spiders than I am today, so there's no shame in it. Sometimes you just can rewire yourself and not have to be as afraid because they really aren't violent. They don't have tendencies to want to bite. Spiders are just, they're freaky looking, and a lot of the reasons we don't like them is evolutionary. So it's natural to not like them. It's just something you can push against, push back on. Right now I'm kind of just shading in the street because the whole street's going to be kind of like black, but it's going to kind of add some depth in and make sure that the 3D-ness makes sense. Oh yeah, that'll definitely happen. You got to be responsible with which snails you're taking into because some of them are invasive. See, funnily enough, you didn't even need two snails. Snails are actually have both genders, so they can reproduce with themselves. There's a few species of lizards that can do that too. The females of the species can reproduce with themselves and basically genetically clone themselves. Sorry, I'm also an animal fanatic. I know way too many facts about bugs and animals. My autism special interest has always been animals. I am definitely autistic. Yeah, no, I love nature documentaries. When I'm bored, I'll just put on nature documentaries, play on my Switch, half pay attention to the documentary. But yeah, you'll kind of see what we're doing here, adding some darkness to the street. So it's really going to give it some depth. Yeah. How many times can I say that? Yeah, I definitely tend to draw people like that. There's a whole theory between autistic people tending to find other autistic people very easily. Psych was an interest of mine for a while, but I liked like animal behavior psych. And I mean, we are animals at the end of the day, so I guess it's kind of comes into it. But behavioral psych is interesting to me. Like why people and why things act the way they do, stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, no, when my first dream job when I was young was a zookeeper. I support some zoos now. I'm not necessarily a zoo fan, but I have since not really wanted to do that. Zoos are also good luck ever working at a zoo. They got wait lists years long. I'm sure it's an absolutely rewarding job. Just it's a one in a million to even get in there. You have to start as an intern. You don't get paid that much. Well, you don't get paid at all as an intern. So you have to do it for years as an intern, unpaid, while also doing other jobs to keep afloat until they finally think you're, you know, useful enough that they can make you a full time keeper. Almost every zookeeper place, you know, starts with you being a intern. Every zookeeper place. Yeah, the word is zoo. I sure hope it does. Still trying to figure out a good streaming time. It seems like not many people are on at this time. If you see it start migrating a little later, that might be why. We'll see. Some days I have work and I can't do it late. Yeah, no, it's very early for. I mean, it's a little early for America. I'm on the Pacific Northwest, so I'm at the earliest point in America right now. But it's probably like 5 6 a.m. 5:30 a.m. ish, so it's still pretty early. So there's a chance I move my streaming times, but we'll see. Yeah, perfect time here or in Qatar. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, people tend to be a lot more active midday after work, after school, stuff like that. So I may push it. We'll see. Now I have chronic pain issues. I'm disabled technically. And I feel worse as the day goes on. I kind of just crash out throughout the day due to pain and stuff like that. So I just generally don't feel as good midday. I don't know. So we'll see. I definitely want to do it later, but I also don't want to push myself too hard. Sorry, it was bugging me that it wasn't on this side too. We'll hop over the smoke because I don't know what I'm going to do for that yet. We'll see. Yeah, all the regulars in right now aren't even Americans, so I guess that's a good sign that America's not up yet. No, yeah, I mean, I'm not getting hurt. I'm gonna be hurting either way. It's just if I'm sitting in a chair that's slightly uncomfortable, it's gonna be a little worse. But I'm gonna be in pain either way as the day goes on, so it's not like I'm killing myself getting on stream. I'm just gonna be in pain either way. Does he like destruction? Are you talking the Beetle? Yeah, he definitely likes destruction. I mean, this is Beetle business. This is his business. He does this full time. He gets paid, yeah, in casualties. I mean, I'm probably gonna name the piece Business Beetle or Beetle Business. Um, but he can have a name too if you guys want him to have a name. I just think it's funny that he's working on Beetle Business, and his business is just destroying a city. Yeah, you were saying Bobby earlier. Um, he's the only one. He owns the market on it. He's going worldwide though. It's kind of sick with the smoke there. I actually might see Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, yeah. I might see if I can figure out how to keep that in there somewhat. I think that looks sick with the little patch of white, patch of lightness at least. Giant crab from Moana. I could see that. Dude, so many people have actually told me that my art looks like the cave drawings in Moana, and I'm like, okay. I don't see it, but if you guys see it, sure. Interesting. I want to be shiny. Crab's got more legs. Crabs are related to spiders. Loosely. But they got the same amount of legs as them. Did you know that there's actually something called a sea spider, and it's not a crab, but sea spiders, they their body is like microscopically not microscopic, but like super small, and their legs are like massive. They have so little body to leg ratio that some of their organs are actually located in their legs. Look up a sea spider. You'll see what I mean. But like half their organs are located in their legs. Yeah, dude. I love that theory. Everything turns to crab. They don't crawl into fishes, no. I just think it's wacky that their organs are in their legs. I mean, I think so. They usually live in a lot of reef areas where they can hide. I'm honestly not sure what their diet is. I'm not sure if they're carnivores or not. I assume so because they're spiders, but I don't know if they eat fish or what. Yeah, the Japanese sea spiders are wacky looking. I know what you're talking about. I mean, just because there's other carnivores doesn't mean there can't be more. It's a dog eat dog world. There's a lot of fish that eat other fish. I work with fish. There are very few fish that will not resort to eating other fish if the situation rises. Like, they will absolutely commit cannibalism in like 2 seconds if they have the opportunity to. Fish don't give a shit. And yeah, I think I was talking about sea spiders, not spiders. Yeah, no, spiders be eating other animals most frequently. There are actually very, very few fish that only eat plants. Almost every fish that we know of is going to go for meat in some way. Aw, poor Greg. Rest in peace, Greg. He was a mutant science experiment. He worked for a mad scientist, and he got separated. He was an orphan. He separated from his family, and he got experimented on. All he wanted to do was be a businessman. So now his business is destroying cities. Came up with that on the spot. Aw, that's sad. Mad scientists have a mad scientist name. Um, hmm. His name is Wilcox. Wilcox, the weird scientist. Yeah, mad scientist. He was like, I want to make a beetle, giant. Well, like, I think there's one less L and it's one word. Yeah, like Wilcox is how you would spell that. Yeah, Wilcox is like his evil stepdad, though. He doesn't like him. He was adopted by him, but he doesn't like being studied on because he wants to be a businessman. I mean, maybe that's why we don't see Wilcox. Maybe he just first thing he did when he got big was just eat his dad. You can hear my bird in the background. Wilcox was a famed scientist. He won Nobel Prize awards for his 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 work in medical science, but he turned bad, evil after experiments on his patients started going awry. Started splicing them with bugs. He wants to become a real businessman, but he doesn't know how to do it, so he just goes to find businesses in the city, but he doesn't realize that he's too big to fit in the business, so he tries to go in the front doors of every business he finds, but and it, in return, just destroys it. Damn, that's really sad. I'm not sure why I made that so sad. Every good villain needs a good, bad, sad backstory. He's just misunderstood. He just wants to start a business. He doesn't know how. Man, he's going off like a siren in the other room. Yeah, no, he's not evil. We're just misunderstood. Well, between the bird and us approaching an hour, I think we might call it here shortly. We got the whole background done, plus quite a bit of shading. It's still going to be quite a few streams worth, so if you guys want to catch the future streams, drop a sub. I don't know if there's going to be another one today. I doubt it. But we'll see. Depends on what I got the energy for. I have been kind of bored, and this is pretty fun, so we'll see. But if you want to see me kind of turn this piece even cooler, kind of add some more depth in, get our Beetle more popping, definitely drop a sub, and you'll get notified when I go back live in the future. Anyways, I appreciate all my regulars. I'm going to be looking for mods here shortly, so I'll definitely keep some of you guys in mind. I appreciate you guys. Especially you all support. You've been around for a while. I appreciate you. And Chrissy. Chrissy's still around. I appreciate it, Chrissy. Oh yeah, you've been around too. Malin Fernie. I appreciate you guys. Either way, have a good day. Drop a sub if you want to catch me finishing this. Adios, guys.